Alright, good day jabronis, it is the Verb back with you again. Don't know why I have these headphones on. There is no reason to have them on. There is no music playing. Hi, I am here. This is week 3 of Best Never Rest against Risepool, otherwise known as Johnny. I'm keen for this game. It's an interesting matchup. I'm glad I swapped out Hippo, honestly, because Hippo wouldn't have been that great here because he didn't bring me Mienshao or Sizzle. Kind of regretting the fire coverage I have on some things, but it's fine. Pretty happy with honestly how this matchup looks. Obviously Manaphy is a huge threat. No Archeops is good for me too. Not a lot to pressure Volcarona too bad. The Rotom's kind of a tricky thing to play around, but I do have my ways around the old Rotom, so I'll do what I have to do there. What I'm going to do before anything else though, as I always do with my team builders, is I copy this shit over, make sure it's all pasted into Showdown. Everything's been imported. So let's break down this matchup. He brought double psychics, which is a bit of a pain for Lardy. The big thing I've noticed with this matchup though, really guys, is Slowking. It looks really, really strong. If I can get up that Trick Room, I can really start punishing some stuff. Scarf Spam also looks real nice here. Like obviously Rotom's a little bit of a deterrent, so getting up those rocks is going to be huge. I feel like rocks is also going to be his priority. So I kind of want to lead with Volcarona here, because I feel like if I lead Volk and he leads anything but Manaphy or Torn, if he leads Manaphy against my Volk, then I'd probably just go maybe hard into Slowking, potentially, to put pressure on. Or I just go hard into Kiss, which is probably my better play, just hard Kiss in that situation. Put pressure on with the fact that I do have the Scarfed Air / Spam. And if he leads Rotom, he can't kill me. If he leads Uxie, I can just, fire off an attack. Like, Z Overheat's pretty just great because he doesn't have a switch in for it. And if he leads Torn as expected, I can just go into Zapdos. So basically what I want to do here is I want to lead Volcarona to shut down his 2 rockers, being Gliscor and Uxie in that situation. So yeah, we're going to do that. He does lead Rotom Frost, okay. So Frosty Boy is up against Volcarona. Now as far as I'm aware, Rotoms all have the same kind of shit going on for him. So T-Bolt does that much. How much is Hidden Power Rock doing? Not killing, so that's good news. Is it worth just Z overheating? Probably not. I think what I want to just do here maybe is Fiery Dance, just to kind of scout what he wants to do, because obviously Rotom just dies to Fiery Dance here. He can't kill me with anything. I outspeed him and kill him first. I can scout if he wants to go into Torn if it's AV. I can scout if he wants to go into Uxie. I can scout if he wants to go into Manaphy. It just gives me a lot of information turn 1. So I'm just going to dance as he's going to the Torn. Does 73. Oh, sorry. It's 27. So that can give us a lot of information early doors as to what kind of Torn set he is. Immediately, like I had predicted, he is looking like the Assault Vest Tornadus. And it looks like Assault Vest with max HP. It would have to be like that or with some Spadef, because as you can see the Fiery Dance from my Volcarona should be doing decent chunks. So now that I know it's AV, my play I think is just going hard Zap. I think he could go for a bevy of attacks here, but I fully expect him to want to words are hard. I honestly fully expect him to just want to go for the knockoff maybe here. Well, that's the thing. If he wants to go for knockoff, the tempting thing, obviously, guys, is, as you know, hitting him with that fat Nene that is the Z Overheat, because it might be able to kill from here. But it's a chance to kill, and because it's a chance, it's not a chance I'm taking. I'm going into my Zapdos. But this is good information. We know that he's like a max HP Torn, which means that he's not Scarfed, which is super good for us. If we know that Torn isn't Scarfed, that means that Volcarona potentially can come in against the Rotom again in the future and get up a Quiver Dance against it. And then Torn as it comes in, if it comes in on Quiver Volk at a +1 with the Z Overheat, then it's got a good chance of just straight up dying. So that's really, really nice for us. So yeah, Zapdos is the play, 110%. Not going to fuck around with that at all. But we're in a good spot. Like, this is really good scouting. I know that I can Z Overheat this Torn and basically knock it out in the future. I think it's in his best interest to Hurricane. He has to kind of assess the threat in front of him. He may be packing Smackdown, assuming I could be a Cobra Berry. I don't really know how he's going to play around this. The Rotom Frost is definitely a little bit of a spanner in the works, but nothing too detrimental. I think Zappy is the play, and then once Zappy comes in, I think what I do is... well, we'll see what he wants to go for. He goes for Icy Wind, he gets off a little bit of a chunk, that's not bad, because we do have lefties. Now, the only downside is that I got a good feeling he's going to go on a Rotom, but I think what he's going to do first is he's going to U-turn. I don't know if he risks that though, knowing that he hasn't seen pressure, so I don't think he risks going for U-turn. But I am expecting Rotom Frost to want to come in here, so actually what I want to do is go hard into my Jirachi, because against everything on his team, Jirachi's kind of fine here. And like I said, if he goes in Uxie or whatever, I can just go straight for the hard Volcarona into a Quiver Dance, because I know I can knock out the Torn. So he does go hard Rotom Frost, as I do predict that nicely into my Jirachi. This is super good. I threaten this out potentially with any of my attacks, and what I can just do here is fire up some rocks, because I assume he's going to go out to Uxie, and then I can double into my Moth, and then I can basically just net a kill. So that's my series of plays. I'm going to get my rocks with Jirachi, as he is going to Willow me. That's fine. The Willow is slightly annoying, but the Jirachi getting rocks up is way more important for me here, like realistically in the matchup. I don't really know what move he's going to click now. I'm kind of iffy about going Volcarona, knowing that he could just Volt Switch out, but I don't really have any other switch in, other than maybe going Hard Lardy, because Hard Lardy can put pressure on his team 100%. Like I said, if he goes Uxie or whatever. I think I will do that, because I think that he's seen me go for rocks, he doesn't know that I'm Scarfed. And I could go for another attack, but I think his best interest is to Volt Switch here, so I'm going to go hard into my Latios on this turn, as he does just Volt. So that's good. That's good for us. As he does go into the Uxie as expected, and what I'm going to do, like I said, is I expect rocks this turn. I go hard into Volcarona, and I set up my Quiver Dance, and we go from there, hopefully. Yep, there are the rocks. We just Quiver up here. He can't risk his Uxie getting weakened. He knows his Torn should be able to take a hit, so I'm just going to Quiver up on this turn. There goes the Torn. We know this is an Assault Vest Torn, so I'm going to Z Overheat, and this Torn's going to die. Yep, Z Overheat. Knock out the Torn. At +1 once. Alrighty, just had to quickly stop for that. But okay, let's break this down. So if he knows this Thunder, this Tornadus is there for like a Z move potentially, like if I'm Z Fiery Dance from here, it would knock him out after rocks if he's max HP. So he's got to be fearful of that. But he doesn't have a switch in for Z Inferno Overdrive, so I think I just click it. He just doesn't have a switch in. So yeah, Torn's dead. Cool. Bye. So Torn's down. That opens a huge hole in his team right now. I don't really know what he does. Does he go Gliscor? I don't really know. Was he expecting to live? I also don't know. But yeah, none of his like, because he's seen Fiery Dance, he has to assume that was Z Fiery Dance, and so he'll be a bit confused. Manaphy is the thing that comes in. I have no reason not to Bug Buzz here. I know this isn't Z, and chipping this thing down is great for my team, so like free Bug Buzz. Cool. He's going to Heart Swap, get those boosts. That's a little bit scary, but I do have Scarf Rachi, so I'm not overly concerned. Do I want to go hard Rachi on this turn is the question. It's a nice play on Johnny's part. Obviously he's going to click a Water move this turn, so I'm just contemplating what I want to do. I do have Slowking that can come in afterwards against Manaphy and should be able to take a hit, so I'm going to go hard into my Jirachi. I think that's my play. Jirachi can handle this. I do have Defog on Zapdos, and now that the other thing's gone, that's good. So he's going to Surf, doesn't kill. That's great. I am Scarfed, so there is a chance that I do outspeed. And like I said, I can always go into Slowking afterwards, which can take an Energy Ball, and I can get up the Trick Room and start to pick things off. So I think what I'm going to do here is just spam Zen and hopefully try and net a kill. And yeah. But I miss, so that's unfortunate. It is what it is. Mons is a fun game sometimes, but you know, we take the bad with the good. What I just want to look at now is pretty confident Manaphy against my Slowking. Like Energy Ball shouldn't be doing a lot to me at all. Energy Ball at +1 with Manaphy is what I guess I'm looking at, right? So it does a good chunk, but like nothing Slowking can't handle, and then I can basically just set up my Trick Room. So yeah, E-Ball's doing that much. I can set up Trick Room and then put a lot of pressure on his team. So go into the King, and we just Trick Room up, really. I don't really know what else he does, but I'm going to Trick Room up. He's in a Signal Beam. Hopefully no confusion. Awesome, we Trick Room up. Nice. So, our Signal Beam doesn't kill, but Psyshock certainly does. So we're just going to click that and knock out Manaphy. Awesome, Manaphy's down. He may try and go on a Hooper here. He goes in Uxie. That's fine by me. I'm just going to fire off a Life Orb boosted Signal Beam on this man. For free, get off a nice chip. Don't get the confusion. He's going to Foul Play, which does knock me out, but that is a-okay. So Uxie gets a little bit of recovery there. What I can do now is just go into my Zappy, and I can just go straight for that Defog. He has no way to knock me out from here. I can just freely Defog in this situation. He's going to Toxic, that's fine. I'm just going to Defog these rocks away real quick. And then, because there's one turn of Trick Room left, what I expect him to do is go for rocks again, and I'm just going to go hard into my Volcarona. And potentially set up the game-winning Trick Room. Not Trick Room, Quiver Dance. Because I don't really see what he has for this right now. He may try and Toxic here, so I'm kind of inclined to just Bug Buzz. But judging on Signal Beam damage, I don't think I kill. So I think I have to Quiver, so I'm going to do it. I Quiver, I'm pretty confident he just Toxics this turn, as he does, but now I can just fire off a Bug Buzz. He may go into Gliscor. It is what it is. I'm just going to Bug Buzz because I don't lose anything from it. If he goes Gliscor, so be it. It is what it is. I'm curious as to how much Bug Buzz would have done, but judging on how much Slowking's moved into Uxie, I have to feel like Bug Buzz wouldn't have done as much. So it's looking like Slowking did the amount of damage to a max HP Uxie. So if then we're looking at that in terms of a Volcarona going for Bug Buzz. Oh wow, Bug Buzz I think this would have killed. That's annoying, but we're just going to Bug Buzz now and go from there. Could I just Fiery Dance actually and knock this thing out is the question. +1 Fiery Dance will not knock this out, unfortunately. Overheat will, but Fiery Dance won't, so I have to Bug Buzz. If he goes into Gliscor, then it's whatever. I just Bug Buzz. We're in a pretty good spot though, because we still have Scarf Kiss, and it's looking like he's not Scarfed in... He might be Scarfed with Rotom, as far as I know. We haven't really ascertained. No, we haven't. We have ascertained he's not Scarfed. So that's good info. He's not Scarf Rotom, so that opens the door for Lardy late game as well, which is very good. I basically can just Overheat here and confirm a kill. Like if Gliscor comes in and I Overheat, then it dies. And then after that I can just kind of spam moves with Volcarona, which I'm thinking might be the better option. Because it'll definitely knock out Uxie, and it'll basically, I'm pretty sure, knock out a Gliscor and switch in. As far as I'm aware. He'd have to be very Spadef on Gliscor to even have a chance of living. So I kind of want to Overheat here, because it covers Gliscor coming in, and then even at -1, I can still pressure anything that wants to come in with like Bug Buzz or an Overheat again. So yeah, like if Uxie wants to come in, potentially I can just, you know, go at something else. So I'm going to Overheat here. As he does just sack off his Uxie, that's fine. That's all good. Uxie goes down. He goes into Gliscor, as expected. What I'm just going to do, I think, is... Honestly, I think just go hard into Latios and drop a Draco. I don't really lose anything from it. I don't really know what Gliscor's going to do to me. But I think I can just go into Latios here and be pretty fine. I mean, obviously Zapdos is the tempting one though, right? Because what's Gliscor going to do? Zapdos. So yeah, I'm going to go Zappy. He may have Rock Slide. He has Sub. What the hell is this? I don't even know. But I do outspeed. So I can just kind of Hidden Power Ice Spam until the Sub is broken and then go into Latios and pressure it out. So, yeah, cool. Gonna break that Sub. He's gonna Sub again. Oh dear. Is he really gonna do this to me? If he is really gonna do this to me, then I guess if this is the set that I think it is, what am I gonna do against it? I guess my play is just to keep him as low at health as possible. So I just spam HP Ice until I die. As he does this Roost, that puts us in a good spot. Even if he goes into Rotom now, I'm fine with that, because I can just send in Volcarona again and Overheat and get a kill. So I'm just going to click HP Ice again. If he goes into Hooper, that's also fine. That's fine. He goes Rotom Frost. That's cool, cool, cool. So Frost is in. I'm pretty much dead to Toxic at this point. I have no reason to switch out because I can just go into my Volcarona after this and click Overheat and basically secure a kill. Actually, I can just click Fiery Dance and kill the Rotom too, so that's fucking phenomenal here. That might actually just win me the game, clicking Fiery Dance against Rotom. So literally my only play here is just clicking, I guess, Roost? Sure. On a Blizzard or a Volt Switch? Volt Switch. Nice. So Zapdos stays kind of healthy, his Gliscor's still kind of low, he goes into Hooper. Nice, okay. Hooper's inside. This could be Trick Room, so this could be like potentially game. I don't know. But what I'm going to do here is just click Discharge. And hope for the best. If it's Scarf Hooper, he will outspeed me and I'll be able to see what he's locked into. If it's Fury, I can just go into Kiss and play around that. He is locked into Fury. Good to know. He is a Scarfed Hooper locked into Hyperspace Fury. So what I can do here is go hard into my Togekiss. So we know he's a Scarfed Hooper. And I believe what I can do is just double into Volcarona and get a kill, because he has no reason to risk Hooper. We know that he is Scarfed. He has no reason to risk this thing. I'm going to go hard into Volcarona as he doubles into Rotom Frost. So we can just fire off a Fiery Dance here for free. I'm pretty sure from the calc I did earlier that Rotom Frost will just die to Fiery Dance without any boosts. We haven't seen an item though, so he could be Ockerberry, but fuck it, we're going to go for Fiery Dance and hope this just nets a kill. If this knocks out Rotom, then he's forced into Hooper again. And at this point though, I think that, you know, having the Scarf Togekiss with the Air Slash might just win us the game anyway. Not to mention having the Latios that can basically just, you know, do some damage as well. So we're going to Fiery Dance here. He may try and preserve Rotom and just go into Gliscor, but 2 Fiery Dances or a Fiery Dance into an Overheat should knock that out. So basically he's losing a Mon here, which is awesome. Missing that Zen on Manaphy kind of sucked, because if my Slowking was at more health to deal with that Uxie, that would have been phenomenal. I don't know like what would have happened with the Manaphy, but that would have been nice. I'm just going to Fiery Dance here. I don't really know what Johnny does. Let's think about the end game, because I've been talking very fast. This game's been going very fast. I'm just enjoying it. It's fun. So we know that he is like a sub, like annoying Gliscor set, basically sub Roost, but that's whatever. If he sacks his Rotom here to Fiery Dance, then there is a good chance my Togekiss will just win. So that's nice. And the Gliscor is kind of annoying, but again, like flinch spam with Kiss can just win us the game. So we're going to Fiery Dance. And we don't kill the Rotom. He was running Investment. And he is Z-move, so I won't kill. That's cool, fine. Annoying, but fine. We knock out Rotom. Is it worth preserving Volcarona in this situation? I don't really think so. I'm going to click Fiery Dance because it nets a kill on Gliscor. I'm surprised that lived. Is he like max HP Rotom? Because that Fiery Dance should have done more. I should have overheated in hindsight, but it is what it is. We can just Fiery Dance again, knock out Rotom. I don't think he has any reason to preserve it. And then it's just Kiss versus the world, I guess, potentially. Damn, if I quivered that turn, did I just win? I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe I did. Because if I quivered and then he went for the Sub-Zero Slammer, I could fire off a Fire Dance on the next turn. I could overheat against the Gliscor and then just Bug Buzz at Hooper. Maybe I did win. I don't know. I guess I was fearful of Electrium, but it's whatever. I Fire Dance. As he goes into Gliscor, free damage? Yes, please. Okay. Not really sure why he did that. Not 100% sure. Because what I can do is just go into Togekiss and then just go for the game, I guess. Because the only way Kiss wins is by flinching. Well, the only way I really win this game, I think, is by flinching down Hooper anyway. As far as I know. Because Latios will just die to attack. So I think it's just I go into Kiss here. Because if I go into Latios... If I go into Latios, I can click Draco, but then he sacks off Rotom and then just brings Gliscor back in. That's not really what I want to do. I just want to go into Kiss and just spam Air Slash. Because in order for me to win, I'm basically going to have to flinch down Hooper. At this point of the game. So that's what we're going to go for, is Air Slash flinches the game. Keep Latios in the back if, you know, for differential, I suppose. But basically, Latios is dead weight. I don't want to use it at this point. The only time I want to use Latios is potentially as a switch into Hooper to counter something. If he goes for Ice Punch or whatnot. Now, no Kiss can live that. It's going to come down to potential speed ties against Hooper too. As I miss an Air Slash, are you joking? Oh, wow. Okay. Flinch? I think we just lost. Unless I can flinch the Gliscor. How? That's really annoying that I just got Toxic. I hope I flinch him at least. Nope. I am Serene Grace, right? I am Serene Grace. This is so stupid. Thank you, game. A little bit late, but thanks. You know, I guess it's still all the same. Can I get a high roll and kill him? Thanks. His Hooper just clicks Ice Punch and he wins. I may have to double out from Kiss to reset Toxic turns. And if he goes into Rotom Frost, I still have to go... No matter what comes in, I have to double out this turn. That really sucks. Like, literally, that first air slash miss sucked, because if that hit, it killed Gliscor, and then Togekiss was at full health against Hooper. And in that situation against Hooper, like I said, I probably just double out. So yeah, in this situation against Rotom Frost, I double into Latios, 100%. It's not even like a thought, I just double. As he Volt Switches, that sucks, but he gets a crit as well, which also sucks, but whatever. I knew Hooper was going to come in. It's probably just going to click Ice Punch here. I just Mega Evolve and Draco and hope for the best. If he Furies, it's whatever. He Furies, I die, that's fine. We're going to Kiss, and he either doubles and sacks off his Rotom, or does what he does here. But I'm just going to click Air Slash, he sacks off Rotom, and it comes down to if I can flinch down Hooper. This game was so much closer than it needed to be. I could still potentially win, but I'd have to flinch down Hooper. I actually think I choked the game away with Volcarona on that turn against Uxie, letting it Toxic me. If I had clicked Bug Buzz and knocked out Uxie on that turn, I think I would have been in a much better spot, because I still could have just Quiver Danced up on Rotom and won. So I definitely choked. I'm sorry, guys. There is still a chance if we win a speed tie, but unfortunately we don't. That sucks. Definitely think we should have won that game. Definitely 100% think we should have won that game. I just misplayed like an absolute fool. Literally all I had to do, I should have just clicked Bug Buzz against the Uxie. I should have looked at the calc and realized that it killed, clicked it, and knocked Uxie out. Because without the poison on Volcarona, if it stayed at full health, then like I pretty much won. Because Volcarona just set up to +1, I outsped Hooper, I could always just overheat and kill the Gliscor, and then still overheat and kill the Rotom, and then Bug Buzz probably still knocks out Hooper. Or I could always just swap out and play around Hooper. It wasn't an issue at that point, just had nothing for it. Like... I'm more mad at myself. Like, Johnny played really well. Credit to him. Obviously, I'll link his channel and everything. But that just sucks because I literally just... I should have calced. I should have taken the time to actually calc. I saw the damage that Slowking did. And I should have seen that Volcarona basically just got the kill. I shouldn't have thought about Quiver Dancing. I should have just thought about going for that Bug Buzz, knocking out his Uxie. And, yeah. Just, you know, winning the game. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we have to eat this loss. I think there was just a lot of unfortunate turns that factored into it. The Jirachi missing the Zen Headbutt, I don't know how much it would have done to a Manaphy. I guess I can, you know, just for my own sanity, look it up and find out how much it would have done to that Manaphy set Zen Headbutt if I was not badly poisoned, if I was burned. It would have been a 2-hit KO, so if I had hit and then got the flinch, then I could have hit again and knocked out his Manaphy. So yeah, just all my flinch moves didn't want to work for me today. If I was able to get the flinch, or if I was just able to hit that one on Gliscor, I had a really good chance of winning. Because, yeah, I could have played around it. He played really well preserving his Rotom. If I actually clicked Overheat that turn with Volcarona, I believe I would have won. Because there was no move that Hooper could go for that could kill both my Togekiss and my Latios. Because I believe my Latios could have taken a... I believe my Latios could have taken one Ice Punch. Let's find out. Ice Punch from Max Attack Hooper. Yeah, I could have easily taken one Ice Punch, so I literally... Too many times I choked away the game. If I just clicked Overheat with my Volcarona, I won on that turn against Rotom Frost. I had no reason to risk it either. Too many times I choked with Volcarona. I'm sorry, guys. That's really unfortunate. I'll try and bounce back next week. It's just... last week was just hacks, but this week, well, there was hacks as well, which definitely factored into the game, but I definitely had the game and I just choked it away. So, fuck my life. We'll be back in the week afterwards. We won our first game, what was it, 2-0. We've lost our last two, I think, it was like 3-0 and 1-0, so not looking great, but whatever. We'll just have to try and move on. I don't know who I'm playing next week. We'll just see how it goes.